Good evening, folks. Motivational Radio presents Stephen Hawke with Highway of Dreams. This is the time when Stephen talks to many artists all over the world. So stay tuned, listen in. A great show indeed.
Films, and also does private investigating work, so she's very busy indeed. How you doing, Cindy?
Yeah, good, Stephen.
Great. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to be on our show today.
Oh, my pleasure.
Excellent. So, I'd just like to ask you a couple of questions, Cindy. So how did it all start with you as an independent artist?
Well, as an independent artist, I basically have always been a songwriter for as long as I know, and well, it was only about 5 years ago I decided that with all the songs that I'd written, I'd better do an album. So about 5 years ago I did the album This Time, and then after that I did the song you just mentioned called Retro Rocker.
Right.
Yeah, all about Alice Cooper.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. It was supposed to be a takeoff of his Feed My Frankenstein and his new single, I'll Bite Your Face Off.
Oh, really? It sounds like you've done a lot of hard work to today, Cindy, right until this point. I've been listening to your music, and you've done a lot of mixing and studio work and so on. And one thing I'd like to ask you is, where did the name Angel Rock come from?
Well, my son actually came up with that one. We were trying to think of a name to call, my music, and he came up with Angel Rock, and I thought, oh yeah, that had a good ring.
A creative generation, indeed. Yes, good. Yes, I'm guilty too. I actually take names as well from my younger son, and he comes up with some really good ideas, and so I've done the same as you.
Oh, they're great, aren't they? Yeah.
Sometimes he can outthink me.
Yeah.
Yeah. But apart from all that, Cindy, I understand you have just been on the radio in Christchurch celebrating New Zealand Music Month for the month of May. How easy was that for you to get your music on the airwaves as an indie artist?
Well, it was just a matter of, just being there on Facebook, and I just saw that the DJ Chris Lynch from News Talk ZB was asking independent musicians like yourself and myself to give him a call, send in any music for Music Month. So I just sent him a quick email, and honestly, he's a fan now. He said he couldn't stop singing the music, and so he's actually wrapped because he'd never heard of myself. So
yeah, well, that's a good opportunity for you to especially get your music into the local radio stations down there, Cindy. Help promote that South Island music for us Kiwis. What genre would you call your music?
Well, I've been told it's indie rock.
Right.
Yeah, I was on that ourstage.com competition last year and entered a song called Semi Sway on the genre indie rock on ourstage.com, and it came in first.
Right. Oh, really? Have I heard that song, Cindy?
I'm not sure if you have.
Right. Is that song accessible for us to have a listen to on the net somewhere?
Yes, definitely. It's on Angel Rock 42. That's my channel on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and just have a look for See Me Sway.
Oh, wow, that's easy. There you go, people. I hope you hear that and get a chance to click into Angel's YouTube links, please. Also, Cindy, as an independent musician, do you play your instruments or do you work with other musicians as well?
For the last 4 years, really, it's been mainly myself playing the guitar along with the backing track that I have.
Right.
Yeah, I found it very difficult to find musicians that are free and available.
Yes. And the gelling process too is not always easy. Unless you find people you can really work with and be yourself, then most of the work's done for you. But yeah, it is finding the right people to work with. That's right, you're correct.
Yeah, well, that's right. I mean, Arnie Van Bussel, he's a Christchurch icon in the recording industry. He does the music for me, so far up till today.
Right.
for my backing tracks. But I'm looking forward to working with you, Stephen, because
That would be wonderful, yes.
yeah, you sound like Santana. Your music
Oh, yeah.
and it's just really, really amazing.
Yeah, I'm sure together, Angel, we could really accomplish something together. That's right. Maybe be lucky enough to create an album between us. That would be awesome.
Well, that'd be
And
fantastic.
also some live touring at some stage.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Well, I had some news from Steve Corbett. He kind of promotes me a bit here and there, and he gave Ryan Roxy the video of the Retro Rocker,
Right.
and he loved it so much. He's showing it to Alice on the tour bus. We're just waiting to hear back that feedback.
Oh,
So,
that's excellent. I really hope it works out for you there, Cindy.
oh, so do I.
Yes. And it's not always an easy journey or an industry to break into, the music industry, is it?
Well, that's right. I sort of found that I get a lot of satisfaction from sharing my videos. And if that's all that ever happened, I'd be happy with that. But, we all have our dreams, don't we?
Yeah, absolutely. And there's no reason why those dreams can't come true as well.
Oh,
That's why we're here to talk to today, to get music out there and so you can be heard. And because I'm sure, there's a lot of people out there who love what we do as well. And so as a Kiwi musician, what areas do you think we as Kiwi musicians could help each other in?
well, I think just being willing to listen to other people's music and give that feedback because, we all need that encouragement.
Yes,
And
we do, yes.
that's right. We need the feedback from each other and the positive encouragement. I think that's the most important thing.
Yes, that in itself shows a lot of support, Cindy, between ourselves as musicians here. We don't come from a large country, so it's important that we all band together.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
and also sending fans. I have a few fans in the states, and being willing to send them over, some of the discs and things.
Wow, that's great. You keep their names and numbers.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Will
because we're
do.
probably going to be needing those.
Okay.
Yes.
I hope.
Anyway, Cindy, how long have you been writing your own music for?
Well, the first song I wrote was when I was roughly about 17 years of age, and I wrote it for the uh, all-girl band 25 Cents in 1981,
Right.
and and that was released by Flying Nun Records.
Oh, right. And where did it go from there, Cindy, that band?
Well, 25 Cents, they carried on for a couple of years. I was only with them until we did the recording. I joined the Air Force, so I lost touch with people for...
As you do, yes,
That's
yes.
right. Yeah, they carried on for a few years, but they've all separated now. I think Glasson's, that's right, Glasson's ad used one of the songs on the little 45 vinyl that was released.
Oh, yes.
And it still gets played today. Our national radio quite like the side A, which is one I wrote called Don't Deceive Me. I re-released it as an instrumental.
Right, okay. Well, that's awesome. Do you think there should be more support here for us Kiwi artists to showcase our music in front of a live audience rather than maybe upload our stuff on YouTube or the internet?
Oh, I really do. I think there needs to be more venues available.
Yes, for playing live.
That's right, yeah.
Yes. And is there a lot of that down where you come from at the moment, Cindy? A lot of venues for...
Yeah, we have a lot of hotels here. I just shifted up to Oamaru, but I go between Christchurch and Oamaru fairly regularly. Oamaru there's a lot of places where you can play live, and they're pretty good. They're pretty good.
Oh, that's awesome. The music industry is really hard to break into, and as an artist, what motivates you to continue in this field?
Um,
What gives you
well,
that drive, Cindy?
Yeah, for me personally, it's the satisfaction from the fans that contact me and say, look, I really, really love your music. I play it every day.
Yes, I can't wait for the next song. Yes, and stuff like that. Yes, and
Yeah.
it's good to hear a positive outcome for your music.
Oh, that's right.
Yes. And have you come across any obstacles in your way that have been pretty hard to overcome?
Really, I think for a lot of us Kiwis, it's the cost. You know, a lot of us don't have the money to
Yes,
record, all the songs that we write.
yes, that's right. And of course the production side of it as well.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, money for the petrol to tour and all that kind of thing.
Yes, yes, yes. So yeah, those are just some of the things that do get in our way. Have you found a lot of opportunities along the way, Cindy, for you to do your music?
Well, I never really thought when I was making the documentary about the unsolved murder that I've been following, I never really thought of putting the two together, my music and that, and then it wasn't until about a month ago, yeah, I thought, well, geez, I could put some of my own music for some of the sound tracks in there. So yeah, that was a new opportunity.
Well, I'd like to talk to you about that documentary soon. But just before we get there, Cindy, marketing and promotion and stuff like that for you, how has that been going?
Yeah, you've got to put the hard work in there. A few months ago, I had ringing up the radio stations,
Hmm.
and
Yes.
there's a wee bit of what do you call many calls and emails before you can actually get them in. But definitely, it's the hard work.
It is. It's a lot of hard work. Have you come across any bad attitudes along your journey?
Actually, no, I've been
Oh,
pretty lucky with that because I even rang one of our Channel 4, was it C4, straight away I asked if they would, put some of my stuff on TV, and Phoebe, who works for the Music Channel 4, she was very encouraging